My name is Melinda. I am the youngest creature ever to be appointed to the position of recorder at Redwall Abbey. My teacher and mentor is a kind old mouse named Sister Screeve. She's retired from being a recorder now, taking up the job of assistant gardener to Brother Demple. A remarkable feat for one who has seen so many seasons come and go. She was the one who suggested that I should write a volume for our Abbey archives about the time we now refer to as The Seasons of the Savage, a fearsome title, I grant you, but one that I felt was appropriate to this narrative. I was not born at the time, so my research into the happenings was both long and painstaking. However, now that my work is complete, I would like to thank every beast who contributed by providing their recollections of the harrowing events, all of the Redwallers, Hares of the Long Patrol Regiment, and others too numerous to cite here. I will not mention specific names lest I cause any offense by forgetting to include one of my contributors. My narrative tells of a time when our abbey was in peril from a beast none had ever encountered in Mossflower country, a brutal and horrific barbarian on an insane quest for power and vengeance. But I will tell you no more than that for the present. I leave you to read on and judge for yourself, my friend. Melinda, recorder of Redwall Abbey in Mossflower country. Book 1. The Warrior Who Sold His Sword. Rackety, rackety, rackety tam, the drums are beating braw. Rackety, rackety, rackety tam, are you marching off to war? A warrior from the borders came, a buckler over his shoulder, a claymore swinging at his side, and there's no beast who's bolder. O Rackety Tam, who sold his sword, I scarce believe he's done it. He swore an oath unto a fool, who took his pledge upon it. Chapter 1. Shrieking like 1,000 wild eagles, the blizzard drove mountainous gray, white-crested waves before it. The powerful ship thundered southward, mast timbers groaning, rigging lines thrumming, and sails stretched to bursting point, leaving behind it the lands of ice and snow. A murderer was pursuing a thief. Gula the Savage was hunting down his brother Ascor. Lightning ripped through the racing storm clouds, illuminating Gula's questing eyes. His fearsome claws, still stained with the blood of his father, dug deep into the bow rail as he peered out across the watery wilderness of peaks and valleys. Only he who had possessed the walking stone could rule the land of snow and ice. The once mighty drams had held it, this miracle which had been brought from the places beyond where the sun sets. He had also been the one who had set down the law. Only the strong would inherit the walking stone. None was stronger than Gula. To prove this, he had slain his father, but Ascor, his brother, had stolen the stone. Then, like a coward, he had taken to the great northern sea to escape the wrath of Gula the Savage. With 100 vermin warriors at his command, Gula took up the chase in his big ship, though in reality he had needed none to protect him. Strongest of the strong and wildest of the wild, Gula faced daunting odds and emerged victorious. All his foes had fallen victim to his maniacal rage and awesome strength. He had but one remaining enemy in the world, his own brother. Gula would not rest until he sent Ascor to Hellgates and seized the all-important symbol of power, the walking stone. Leaping and rearing like a wild stallion, the vessel plunged onwards. It would journey untamed, running in sync with the surging currents, away from the land of ice and snow to warmer, more temperate coasts, down to its fearless navigator's final destination, the very shores on the borders of Mossflower country, where creatures dwelt who knew not of what lies beyond the cold northern sea, but were soon to witness the sight, the mighty and ferocity of beast known as Gula the Savage.